What's happening, everybody? What is happening, good people? Good people, welcome, welcome, welcome. Better late than never, right? I told you guys I would start doing some of these as streams. They'll be very quick streams. But I mentioned to you guys that I would start to do some of these before play videos as streams. And this is basically just the before play, exactly what it means before it happens, before the game, keys to victory, in and out. We take a look at the injury report for both teams. We talk about who may or may not play. And then I'll just give you some light keys to victory, and I'll look in the chat and see what you guys got. And that's it, really. In and out, guys. It's probably a 15 minutes or less video. But I figured I'd start bringing these to you guys. I know close to the end of the season, right? But I figured I'd start doing these as live streams when I get a chance to, because I like just talking to you guys and interacting with you guys in real time, man. So that's why I'm doing it. And let's say what's up to a few of my early commenters. Light crowd tonight. Maybe it'll pick up later, but shout outs to my guy, the infamous Tim, my man Sonny Rothmiller, my man C Brown, my man Vista Light, my man Mark Cunningham in the building. Jay Will, my man, is in the building as well. And that's all we got so far in terms of early commenters, early watchers, early viewers. And yeah, that's where we're at, guys. So like I said, light crowd tonight. Just want to go ahead and get in, get out, just to give y'all some content. So let's take a look, man. First, we'll take a look at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Basically, we'll look at who was on the injury report on Friday, and then we'll talk about who is already listed as out or questionable or doubtful. We'll do the same for the Cleveland Browns. So let's take a look at that really quick here. Boom. Whoops, hold on. Right there on your screen. As you can see, on Friday, George Pickens was limited with the hamstring. So he's dealing with the hamstring. Mike Williams did not practice previously, but he was full on Friday. It was just veteran rest. Calvin Austin was full, so it's good to see that Calvin Austin is back in the fold. He was dealing with the concussion protocol, so it looks like he'll be back. I think I saw a piece of his interview as well, him saying that he'll be back. Najee Harris was full. Corey Trice was full. Minka Fitzpatrick full. Alex Highsmith is full. That is a good one to see as well. Montravius Adams is full, and he was dealing with a knee situation. Isaac Siamalu, full. Michael Pruitt, full. TJ Watt, full. Cameron Haywood, full. And Larry Ogunjobi, full as well. And again, guys, a lot of these guys that you see there that are full on Friday previously didn't practice during the week just because it's veteran rest or whatever you want to call it. There you have it. But let's take a look at one of the more important things here. Right here, game status, man. George Pickens dealing with a hamstring. He's questionable. As well as Montravius Adams is out. Now, that's interesting. Montravius Adams was full on Friday. I don't know if something happened yesterday, but now he's classified as out. So too bad for Montravius Adams. I mean, again, if you guys remember early in the season, man, Adams was doing nice work along with guys like Benton. It's always good to have those rotational pieces in there. So, anytime we can't get other talent on the field or other rotations on the field, it sucks. I don't know how much it will hinder us because we've played quite a bit of football without Mont Adams, unfortunately for him, but we've been okay. But like I said, anytime we can get a guy that's quick against the run, quick sometimes in pass rush at a defensive tackle position, I'm always going to be upset about that. So there you have it. There you have it. Now let's scroll down, guys, and take a look at what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. We'll look at their Friday report. Joe Bitonio was full. Cornerback Miles Harden, limited. D tackle Maurice Hurst did not practice. DN Sam Kamara did not practice. Wide receiver Jerry Jeudy was full. Wide receiver Elijah Moore was full. Cornerback Greg Newsome, limited with an abdomen. Cedric Wilson, wide receiver, did not practice, dealing with the concussion. Safety Juan Thornhill, limited with the calf. Wide receiver Jamari Thrash, limited with a shoulder, as well as their tackle Jedrick Willis, limited, or actually, I'm sorry, did not practice. So if we take a look at game time status, their cornerback Miles Harden is questionable. Maurice Hurst is out. Sam Kamara out. Cedric Tillman out. Juan Thornhill, questionable. Jamari Thrash is questionable, and Jedrick Willis is out with a knee. So all of this, guys, is very pertinent information. If you talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers and, us getting Alex Highsmith back along with TJ Watt, along with Nick Herbig, hey, this could be interesting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, really quick, guys, I'm just going to give you my quick keys to victory, man, on both sides of the ball. And then, if you guys want to give me some info in the chat, I'll be happy to hear that and happy to report. Listen, very simple, man. We just played these guys a couple weeks ago, right? It was a snow game, so it's kind of hard to say what we should and shouldn't do. I mean, once the snow started kicking up, everybody really couldn't get into their plan. But I definitely feel like, guys, and I'm not being funny or disrespectful here. I'm not trying to be a homer, but I definitely feel like the Steelers should be able to win this football game. I'm just going to say it. Okay? If they're able to go toe-to-toe, score for score with the Cincinnati Bengals, and I think the Bengals have the capability to be more talented offensively. If the Steelers were able to outdo them in a high-scoring game, I think you turn around and you win this Browns game. I do not think that the Cleveland Browns, are a team where I feel like, they're going to beat us. Do I think the Steelers could lose? Sure. Same way I felt like the Steelers could lose the first matchup. But given how we played them and seeing how we came to life late in that game, I think the Steelers have what it takes to beat these Browns. They are definitely a different Cleveland Browns team. We're not looking at records, guys. Throw the records out the window. Hold on, guys. I got to interrupt myself. I got some Wonder Bread. Got some Wonder Bread from my man, Jay Will. Thank you very much. Round of applause. Jay Will makes a good point. He says he thinks the pass rush will win the game for us. We are healthy on the edges. Yeah, I'm going to definitely talk about that as well, Jay Will. I think the pass rush will and should play a factor in this game. But like I said, guys, it's divisional football. Y'all remember, and I forgot to say this on Tuesday. Remember after we lost to the Browns and I told people, I said, watch, I bet you that Raiders and Chiefs game is going to be closer than people think. Throw the records out the window. And y'all saw how close that game was. It's divisional football. For whatever reason, the Browns has been a little bit of a thorn in the Steelers side here and there the last few years. They've also been a thorn in the Ravens side the last few years. It just is what it is. Our offense, as constructed outside of last week's performance, they match up very well against us. And that's what I'm going to talk about, a key to victory. I think a big-time key to victory on offense is Arthur Smith, please. Utilize more 11 personnel. Look at what happened when we started mixing it in. I love the offensive attack that we had against the Bengals. We were mixing in a lot of different looks, formations, plays. You're going to have to do that. You cannot just sit right in front of the Browns and run into the 8 and 9 man boxes. No, cannot just play into their hands. We can't just play into the jump ball, 50-50 ball offense. No. You can do some of that, of course, but we also need to work 11 personnel, attack them on the outside, attack them in the middle of the field, kind of like we did with the Bengals, right? Attack them where the weak spots are, but don't just line up and show your hand and show the whole world what you're going to do. Well, two-man route, play action, or running the ball from jumbo. No. Got to mix it up and spread them out. I think we need to spread out the Browns because they are tough in the interior. They're going to load up. So we have to spread them out, and we definitely got to limit Myles Garrett. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. But like I said, I think this is a game that the Steelers can win. I expect them to win it. Like I said, in the division, sometimes you split. So I expect them to win this one, being as that we dropped the one Thursday night in Cleveland in the snow, and we was this close from winning that game. So offensively, that's what you got to do, man. Spread it out. Don't just be so compact and attack them in multiple different ways. Keep Russell Wilson on the move as well. That's going to help with the Myles Garrett pressure. Keep him on the move. Get him on the move like we did against the Bengals, and I think we'll be successful. Defensively, we just got to make it a one-dimensional game, man. We have to make it a one-dimensional game where we're forcing Jameis Winston to beat us. Now, Jameis Winston has the ability to throw the ball and sling it around the field. No doubt about that. No one has ever questioned Jameis Winston's ability to throw it. You question his decision-making at times. You question the interceptions at times. But, I mean, if you give him a clean pocket and you just run spot zone, he's going to light you up. Y'all know I know everything about Jameis, man, as a Florida State fan. Jameis has ability. He's capable. But I like our chances with our pass rush if we make it more of a passing game. So if we can stop Mr. Chubb, as Coach Tomlin will call him, and Ford, and whoever else they plan to run the football with, let's make it a one-dimensional game. And like Jay Will said in his comment, in his donation, thank you again, brother, I think the pass rush is what brings and takes the Steelers home in this game, with a healthy Alex Highsmith, TJ Watt, and Nick Herbig. And I think that's just what you do. Make the Browns one-dimensional on offense, and offensively spread them out and mix it up. Throw every piece of play call formation at them. Don't just do the routine 12 personnel with Cordero Patterson in the backfield and everybody know what it's going to be. No. Don't do 13 personnel and just Najee back there, and single back. No. Don't do that all the time. Throw different looks at this Browns defense. Don't just line up man on man. No, because they are tough in the interior. And they're going to stack the box and they're going to play aggressive. So we need to spread them out, mix in more 11 personnel, and get busy that way. And hopefully, man, George Pickens is not hindered. I'm a little concerned about him being questionable with the hamstring. Makes me wonder how much we can take shots down the field, how much effort he can give. Hopefully it's nothing serious. But if George doesn't play, it definitely makes it a different game. I think it makes the Steelers more conservative. And that's what I got. So that's all I got, guys. Again, I told you that this video is very quick, very short, and we're right at about 14 minutes. Let me read a few of you guys' comments and chat it up with y'all for a minute, and then we'll get out of here. Let me see what y'all got. What do y'all have? Mr. Steeler fan says, since 1999, the Steelers at least a 12-point win by average every home game since Browns came back into the NFL. Okay. I like it. Brother man to you says pressure Jameis and limit penalties. Absolutely. Limit the penalties, but yeah, the pressure I think will carry us home. Infamous Tim says one of Gary's sacks was because Darnell chipped him and pushed his behind so wide. Pause. Dan Moore had no choice but to put hands on him. Can't tell if that's a good or bad thing. Yeah, you're right. We got to look at that and analyze that full situation there. Why Diggy says the tackles are going to have a good game tomorrow. Hopefully they do. And also why Diggy, I mentioned here that Jedrick Willis is out for the Browns, so I would expect at least one side of that pass rush of ours should have a nice game. We got to get that pressure going. Charles Jackson says, we still haven't reached our full potential. Everything is coming together at the right time, health and chemistry. Can't disagree with that. You're correct. Again, defense, you can't be leaking like you did against them Bengals now. But yeah, that offense was humming, man. The offense was humming against the Bengals. And my bad for you guys like Y Diggy and some of you others, man, that are extended family members, didn't get a chance to get to the footage. I'm still going to bring it to you. I'm still going to bring you to all 22 of not only this game that's going to come this week, but of the Bengals. I'm definitely going to get to that, man, as soon as I can. Just had a bit of a tough week as far as just being busy. My bad, but I'll have it coming your way because there's definitely some things I want you guys to see from that game. Sam Cunningham says, Sim, the Browns secondary is pretty good also. They absolutely are. They're solid. And that's the thing, guys. That's the thing that I like to say to folks. When you're so upset when we lose, especially to a divisional opponent, the Browns' record is trash, but they're not that bad a team. They're capable. And like I said, it's based on how they match up against us. As I interrupt myself once again, thank you, brother man, to you for the Wonder Bread. Round of applause. Appreciate it. Absolutely, brother man. We appreciate you. He says, just showing support, fellow Steeler fan. Let's go, Terrible Towels all day, baby. Absolutely. Let's go Steelers, man. Let's get this one. Let's get this one. Let's get this 10th win. Get it out the way early, man. Because like I said, I think 10 wins gets you in the playoff. And I don't want to just stop there. I would love for us to win the division and have a home playoff game, right? Just keep pushing. I would love for us to keep pushing and keep humming. But I definitely want to get that number 10 when it's more so of the winnable game, because we got the Eagles, we got the Chiefs, even though I have a sneaky suspicion, guys, that we're going to beat Kansas City. I just have a feeling. But we still got the Ravens again, still got the Bengals again. So let's go get some of these games that's right here that you have the ability to win while they're right there. What else y'all got? Anything else? Oh, yeah. I see somebody talking about Hard Knocks, man. I definitely liked it, man. I thoroughly enjoyed Hard Knocks. I thoroughly enjoyed not only just Tomlin, but just hearing from the other coaches. But clearly, in my opinion, Tomlin stole the show in that first episode, man. I really like us being able to see the behind the scenes and see the stuff that happens on the sidelines and the communication that he has with the players before and after the game, because people have always criticized as if they knew. They've always said, oh, he doesn't do anything during the game. He doesn't talk to the players. He doesn't motivate. And I'm like, how do y'all know this? So just for his sake, it's cool for you guys to see that. I've always seen a lot of that because, you know, if you catch some of the mic'd up stuff that's on inside the NFL or what have you. But I'm glad that the world is able to see that, because I don't know why people just think he's just this vanilla coach that doesn't do nothing, doesn't motivate. I thought that was what a moment when they just showed us how they build it up from the beginning of the week, saying, hey, Herbie, you got to go against Zeus this week. You know the reason why they went and got that guy? Because a couple years ago, Alex Highsmith had 3.5 sacks on this guy, and that's why they went and got that guy. And you're going to be the guy going against that guy. And how they worked on it all week. And then in that moment, he called it like, all right, this is the moment. Go get him. And Herbig makes a play. Like, stuff like that, guys, is priceless. Priceless for us to see. What a beautiful moment. I really enjoyed it, man. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. What else y'all got? Give me a couple more, guys, before I get out of here. Mark says Cleveland offense was impressive on Monday Night Football versus a pretty good Broncos defense. Yeah, man. Except Levi Wallace. Yeah. So you can't underestimate none of these teams, man. No NFL team, and especially a team in your division. You just can't. You can't. But, you know, with the Ravens losing again, I think we are in good position. We got a little bit of cushion to battle it out for the division, but that's why I feel like we need to go ahead and get this 10th win, man, and keep that momentum going. Want it though, Mark? Awesome moment, man. Awesome moment. It was beautiful to see that, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Do you think Russ is okay with trick plays? I don't know. I mean, I think Russell Wilson will do anything within the confines of the offense. I can't recall, even in his Seattle days, did he run many trick plays? I don't know, to be honest with you guys. Not sure. Where we at? We have 20 minutes. All right, a few more minutes, guys. Just a few more, and then we're going to get out of here. But what do you guys think, man? Let me ask that question to you guys before we go. How do you guys feel about the game? Are you feeling good about the game? Are you feeling nervous about the game? Do you feel like this is a game that we should win? If you're nervous and if you're concerned, what are your concerns about this game? Give me a couple of those before we get out of here. What do y'all think? Nothing really makes me nervous. I mean, listen, we played them, different conditions because of the snow and all of that, but we already played them, right? And we kind of know what they're going to come with. I think we're definitely capable of beating them. So I'm not nervous, but I'm just aware of the fact. I am aware of the fact that it's a divisional opponent. Pretty Pretty much. It's a divisional opponent. Also, guys, once again, because, you know, and I wouldn't have it any other way because I'm so happy to be able to do this and be fortunate enough to be able to watch my own kid play sports. But my son has another basketball game tomorrow, and of course, it starts at 1 p.m. So I'm not going to see the beginning of the game. You know, again, it's not the AAU tournament. It's his school ball game, which they had a game today, and oh my God, they blew this team out 52-1. It was boring to even watch. But you know, got another game tomorrow from 1 to about 2. It's about an hour game. And then I'll get home and see, you know, I'll at least see the second half or whatever. But I say all that to say, you know, I will be doing a post-game show, of course, but it might not be immediately after the game. It depends on how the outcome is. If I see enough of the second half and it's enough that I could talk about, then I'll do it right after. If not, I'll wait until the condensed version of the game is available on NFL Premiere, and then I'll watch that and then do the show. But either way, I'm going to do a show tomorrow, just letting y'all know that it might not be right after the game, I'm going to be compromised at least for that first hour of watching the game. Sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, brother, man, I've been to a bunch of live games, a bunch of them. I try to get to 2 games per year. I haven't had a chance to do it this year, though, because, again, my son, with AAU and school ball, it has consumed our weekend. So I don't think I'm going to get to a game this year. Unfortunately, my next, I don't have any time to do it. I'm just thinking about their schedule. I mean, he has games every weekend in December. He's going to have games in January. So I think I would have missed the boat this season, unfortunately. But yeah, I generally go to a game or 2 every season. What else y'all got? Brother man says Steelers got a win to shut them Browns' mouth up. Mark says I wouldn't mind seeing us go up tempo. Yeah. Why Diggy said tomorrow is a must win. Got to win this division game to keep the buffer between us and the Ravens. Very true. Why Diggy says I'm concerned that we'll start slow again and keep the Browns in it. Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing. You're absolutely right, my brother. Ravens are on a bye. Got to win to establish a solid 2-game division lead before going into Philly. Absolutely, because that going into Philly game is going to be rough and tough. Now, there is a chance. Let me look at the schedule. There's a chance, y'all. Me and my wife are contemplating it. Let me see. There is a chance that we could go to the Philly game. You know, it's in Philly, and, you know, where we live, Philly is closer to us than Pittsburgh, actually. It's a 4:25 game. Let me check my son's schedule next weekend. To see if they have a Sunday game. Yeah, they do. So we wouldn't. Well, their game next Sunday is at 1:00. So we could get to Philly in enough time, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen, guys. Just facing the facts. I don't think I'm going to be able to make a game this year, but wish I could. But all right, man, we're going to wrap this one up. I didn't even intend it to be this long. 25 minutes is long enough. Those are my quick keys to victory. If some of you guys are watching this now and you missed it in real time, go back earlier in the video and you'll hear what I had to say. But realistically, I just said the Steelers need to make the Browns one-dimensional on offense, shut the run down, make Jameis Winston have to beat you the entire game. And then offensively, we got to be multiple. We got to spread the Browns out. We cannot just pack the box and run it right up the middle or do those predictable play actions where it's only 2 men on a route. No, we got to be multiple formations, multiple personnel, multiple packages, and spread them out. If we do that, I think the Steelers can win this game, and we're all happy. All right? But outside of that, man, you guys know the routine, man. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. And last but not least, once you're subscribed, you turn on that notification bell so you know when these and other videos are up and running. Outside of that, y'all always know my routine. Y'all stay safe, please. Stay healthy. God bless. Good night. Like always, I thank you guys for tuning in. And again, tomorrow's a little dicey for me. Don't know at what time I will be doing the post-game show, but I will be doing a post-game show. Just may not be right after the game. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys then. Here we go, Steelers. Let's get this win. Peace.